Bill Goldberg is one of the most iconic names in professional wrestling. Known for his intimidating presence, explosive power, and undefeated streak in WCW, Goldberg quickly became a fan favorite in the late 1990s. His rise to stardom was meteoric, with fans marveling at his seemingly unstoppable dominance. Yet, behind the aura of invincibility, there was one night that revealed a glaring weakness, one that left both fans and fellow wrestlers questioning his in-ring abilities. The night in question took place during Goldberg's time in WWE, years after he had established himself as a household name. WWE fans were eager to see the powerhouse in action, expecting the same thrilling spectacle that had made him a star. However, the match would unfold differently than anyone anticipated. From the opening bell, it became apparent that Goldberg struggled with fundamental wrestling techniques. His timing was off, and his maneuvers lacked the fluidity that fans had come to expect from top-tier wrestlers. While Goldberg's raw power was undeniable, his overall in-ring skill, or lack thereof, was on full display. What made the situation even more shocking was the presence of a seasoned WWE legend in the same match. This veteran, someone who had built their reputation on both technical mastery and storytelling in the ring, quickly recognized Goldberg's shortcomings. Rather than letting the match deteriorate into chaos, the legend took subtle but effective steps to expose Goldberg. Every misstep, mistimed strike, and awkward transition was highlighted, not through malice, but through the veteran's natural ability to read the match and capitalize on every opportunity. For the fans watching, it was like witnessing a masterclass in both execution and exposure. The crowd's reaction was mixed. Longtime Goldberg fans cheered for the sheer spectacle of his power, but many seasoned viewers couldn't ignore the awkward spots and visible mistakes. Social media erupted in discussion almost immediately after the match aired. Clips of Goldberg's miscalculations went viral, and wrestling forums buzzed with heated debates. Some argued that Goldberg's style had always been reliant on brute force and that technical wrestling had never been his strong suit. Others insisted that in WWE, where storytelling and in-ring chemistry are critical, his limitations had been brutally exposed. For Goldberg himself, this night was undoubtedly a humbling experience. He had always relied on his natural athleticism and intimidation factor to dominate opponents, but WWE demanded more than just raw power. Precision, pacing, and technical finesse were just as important as any spear or jackhammer. Facing a legend who could dissect every weakness in real time likely forced Goldberg to confront the reality that his in-ring abilities had limits. Yet, rather than tarnishing his legacy, this moment added a layer of humanity to a performer often seen as invincible. Even legends have flaws, and this night reminded fans of the unpredictability of live wrestling. In hindsight, the match serves as a fascinating case study in the dynamics of professional wrestling. It demonstrates how even the most celebrated superstars can struggle when faced with opponents who possess superior technical skill. Goldberg's power and charisma were still awe-inspiring, but the match proved that wrestling isn't just about strength, it's about timing, psychology, and experience. The veteran who exposed him did so with respect and professionalism, turning a potentially embarrassing moment into a learning opportunity for both Goldberg and the fans. Ultimately, Goldberg remains a wrestling icon. His streaks, title wins, and legendary persona are forever etched in wrestling history. However, that night serves as a reminder that no matter how dominant a wrestler appears, there are always vulnerabilities. It's a story that wrestling enthusiasts continue to reference, a night when a WWE legend showed the world that Goldberg, for all his power, wasn't invincible in the squared circle.